All right, guys, so I think that we have gone live now, but there's no audience now because I've tried earlier this morning to do a group session on StreamYard and for some reason didn't work. So I'm hoping that this works. If not, I'll just have to do a separate video. All right, so we've had 2 new updates that I've added into VidAttack Alpha. Let me tell you the story behind it as well so that you understand exactly what we're doing here and why we are doing it, okay? So first, what we did is we added this tool here called bulk video views, okay? Bulk video views is supposed to, if I just click on the edit button here, supposed to help you to go and increase views directly with YouTube views, okay? Directly into the YouTube URL, and it will just start increasing the views according to the options you've got here. Okay, so the options that you've got here, for example, like increase by 55 views, then that's going to split that 55 views between these 2 URLs. If you wanted to make that like 55 views for one, you are going to be changing that to just one URL, and then you can do the next one, or you're just going to have to increase the number here to 110, and it will just rotate between the 2. Okay, so either way, it will work. Now, what's important here is that not everybody has got to play the end screen videos. Okay, so at the end of a video, when you upload into YouTube, you have the option that you can put in like an end screen video. You can see that setting when you're uploading into YouTube. Now, what we know is that part of the YouTube algorithm is increased watch time, earned video views, and that is the definition of an earned video view. When somebody has watched a video and they decide to watch the other one that's been recommended, or the next one that's been recommended, that is an earned video view. Another way to get earned video views is from links in your description. Okay, and what else is happening here is that we are increasing the session time. That's number 3, and that's really, really, really important. And there are some people who are, testing this kind of stuff, and all I'm doing here is I'm just automating what they tested. Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay, so let me give you an example of that. There's the guys over at Project Income School, and they have got a YouTube channel with a lot of tips, etc., for niche marketing, specifically for doing blogs and stuff, until recently when they started to use YouTube more for niche marketing as well. Interestingly, what they found was that although there's many sort of affiliate marketing, niche affiliate marketing sort of bloggers that are creating these mini sites and authority sites as well around these really small, obscure kind of niches, and it's kind of getting, it's hard to find new niches because that somebody else is not doing with blogs, etc. But in YouTube, a lot of those niches are barely touched. So they set up a project where they did a niche about some kind of sub niche of guns. And what they did is within 7 weeks, I believe, they had something like 9,000 subscribers, or within 9 weeks, it was 7,000 subscribers, something like that, but it's kind of significant. And what they understood and what they did and what they tested, and this monetized for them as well, was that they always had a suggested video at the end. And what they did was like what they called an affiliate spoke, like a wheel has spokes, okay? And what they did was basically they had created a whole bunch of review videos, and they had the main review that they wanted to rank. They had the main review that they wanted people to watch. They had the main review that they wanted people to click through on, and that was the suggested video at the end of all of those videos. So they got this wheel or spoke with all these reviews for all different products, but at the end of the video they would say, but we don't recommend that product, we recommend this one we have tested as well, this one's by far the best. So all of those videos were earning views for that one video, and that made that one video rank. Now what happened then is, because they increased the watch time, the session time on this channel, this brand new channel, they started to grow very, very fast. How that works, it's not necessarily about YouTube search. It's not necessarily about that at all, okay? What it is the suggested video algorithm. Okay, it's kicking in at that point, because when you've got earned views, you're increasing the watch time, you're increasing the session time, then YouTube feels confident to suggest your video. Now, they can suggest your video in different places. So you could be suggested from where the search is. You could be suggested on the right sidebar for the up next kind of section. When people are watching a specific video, when people first log into YouTube and click on the home button, they will see a whole bunch of recommended videos, that's suggested videos. You can show up there as well. That is really what's driving most of the traffic in YouTube today. It's not the search, but we need the search to be working properly before we can get to that point. Okay, and that means that we have to trigger the algorithm, and to trigger that algorithm, we need views, session time, watch time, retention time helps as well. Okay, that's what this is designed to do. Now, I went and tested a whole bunch of different people. I went into Fiverr.com and a whole bunch of those gig sites, and I went into Black Hat World and a whole bunch of those kind of forums as well, that I could find some SMM panels, as they call them, in the marketplaces, and also in the marketplaces just to see if somebody was offering like high retention video views in bulk. Because with VidAttack Alpha, we can't really do bulk with the CTR clicks and views that we were doing with this tool up here. And that tool hasn't been changed, it's still there the way it was. All we've done is we've added new tools. We've added 2 new tools. I'll tell you about the second one in a minute, once you understand this one. So I tested, and I found one guy who had reasonable sort of amount of time. There was on average 2 minutes watch time on average. And that 2 minutes watch time was better than anybody else. I was getting some people with really good reviews with like 11 seconds watch time. And that's dangerous. That's really, really dangerous, because if you got a 5-minute video, 10-minute video, somebody's watching for 10, 11 seconds and they bounce off, well, guess what? Those engagement signals are picked up. You're not getting any retention time. You're not getting very much watch time. That's just going to harm you, according to the YouTube and the Google ranking algorithms. So you need to be careful what you're buying there. So this one I found, well, that was all working quite well for a while. And then we had a few people, and including me as well, a few customers who had their views stripped. And so that's dangerous. Okay, it's dangerous in two levels. One, it wipes out everything good that we have done. It's probably better just to re-upload the video. And one of the customers, AJ, did that. Yeah, he re-uploaded the video. And secondly, well, if you're going to have that kind of thing being stripped from your channel, it's probably not a good thing as far as what Google can see. So what we need to do to make this safe, I thought, okay, we can build a tool that doesn't do the CTR clicks, as far as it's not going to go and search on any search engine for the purpose of finding your content to click through on that and then watch a video, because you can't do that in high amounts of volume. Okay, if we had a link to YouTube Direct, then we can do a higher sort of volume. So here's the thing with this. We still can't do like 1,000 views unless you got like 1,000 proxies or 500 proxies. And because we are recommending to use Squid private proxies, that is really, really, really expensive. Okay. You could test just for this tool, only for this tool, and not for the main video views tool. You could test some rotating proxies, rotating residential proxies. And I wanted to test, and I went into Storm proxies, and I wanted to test with a $19 per month sort of package that they have, but they wouldn't sell it to me. For some reason, it just doesn't let me buy. So if somebody else has got Storm proxies, let me know. I would like to test that. I would like to see how that works with this. But you got to understand, with those kind of proxies, they are not comparable with Squid private proxies. Okay, they are just not. You're going to have a lot of failures with them. You could have 40 to 60% failure with their proxies. It's not the software that's broken. It's the proxies you're using that's broken, but it is just a numbers game if you want to do the bulk views. That's what the guys on places like Fiverr.com are doing. That's what the guys on places like the Black Hat World Marketplace are doing. Okay, they're using something like the residential rotating proxies and they are just running it. They're just playing a numbers game until they can get you your 1,000 views or 2,000 views. And because they get a lot of orders, they will run about 10, 11, 22 seconds, hoping that nobody will check. And if somebody does check, they will say, okay, I'll run it again for you. That's what they do. They're just playing it again. They're dangerously playing a dangerous game. And that's really, really, really not good for us. So what we need to do then is we need to be clever. How do we be clever? Well, if you want to run these Storm residential proxies, or if you know another one that is reasonably priced, let us know in the VidAttack Alpha or the VidAttack campaign swaps group. We have a Facebook group just for campaign swaps. Okay, you can let us know in there what you've got and what you can recommend. We can test it. But when I created this, what I had in mind was that we would stick with the Squid private proxies. We would do campaign swaps, and we would not be doing like 2,000 views at a time. We'd be doing whatever we could with the people that are willing to share. So if you got 10 people willing to do 50 views for you, and you're willing to do 50 views for them, all you're doing is you are swapping your campaigns. So if I just close this for now, what we can do here is you can just checkbox this, you can click on save this, and you can give it a name and save it on your documents folder or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I'll just call this one, for example, VAA bulk use campaign, and because I can't remember the niche, I'll just put campaign 1. Okay, and we can save that, and then all you need to do is you can import that anytime. You would just click on open, and you would go and find this file, and you would just click on that, and it would import. So all you're doing then is you're importing the campaigns. Okay, very quick, very easy to do. Right, now here's the thing with this. They can do that for you, and you can do that for them. It's really, really, really easy to set up. And if you've got like 5 or 10 people doing it, say 5 people doing 50 views each, then at least you've got 250 views that are kind of safe to do, okay? Rather than 1,000 or 2,000 views at 11 seconds, and you don't have any control of what that guy is doing. Even if some of those 5 or 10 people that are sharing goes rogue with shitty proxies, it's probably not all of them. It's a very, very small percentage of what you're getting. Okay, it's manageable, in other words. But when you're buying from somebody at $15, for example, to get 11-cent views times 1,000 or 2,000, it's a dangerous, dangerous game. Now, what we can do is we can supplement it with social shares. And those we can find multiple different places. You can find them on Fiverr.com and other places as well. Now, I will go and test, and what we can do with that, I will go and buy a whole bunch of gigs on Fiverr and find some social media panels and stuff like that, and I will test a bunch of them and see which one is actually best, and we can just see, come at the end of that one and have one main source that we use that we can trust. And that's where we are with that. Okay, we cannot trust when views are getting stripped that the guy was using decent proxies anyway. It's probably a proxies problem that gave it away. Okay, otherwise how do you get caught? Okay, either you're using a tool that's trying too hard or you're using shitty proxies, put it that way. All right, so the second tool that we got, that's the bulk view. Okay, so what I suggest you do is you do not do more than 2 views per IP. Okay, 2 views maximum per IP. That means if you've got 25 proxies, that's only 50 views, but it's still 50 high retention views. The idea here as well, let me just, before I move on to the next one. The idea of this was actually going to be VidAttack System 3.0, okay? In VidAttack System 2.0, what I had suggested was that we go over to micro workers websites where we can go and purchase for like 7 cents per view high retention views. You can go into one of those imworkers.com or whatever it's called. I can't even remember the name. I haven't used it in a long time. And the problem with that is it's just awkward to set up and awkward to manage, and it's just another thing to do. And so what I thought was, like, the way that the VidAttack system is working is that when you use it to be able to kickstart your rankings, okay, you're using it so that you can get those positive engagement signals, which is high retention views, which is CTR clicks from the search engines. That combination means that you don't need 1,000 views. Often 20, 30, 40, 50 is enough, even for some competitive keywords, okay, because you've got that combination. There's multiple things happening there, okay. You got the engagement signal from the CTR click. Somebody is searching for a keyword and they see your content, they click through. When this happens repeatedly, then Google's algorithm kicks in and thinks, I am suggesting this for that keyword, and it's got a high click-through rate. That's an engagement signal, a positive engagement signal, so it starts to move you up, okay? In combination with the high retention video view, you're reaffirming it, you're double verifying it, okay? You've sort of, the CTR click is like a pre-qualification. The high retention view is a verification, okay? That's basically what we're doing there, okay? So that's how that works. But here's the thing with this. When the real traffic comes, then you're gonna have a problem, because if your content isn't good enough to maintain some decent engagement signals, your rankings are gonna go down. Okay, so it really depends on the quality of your content. Now, we can as well sort of manage that part, but only if we have a control with some bulk views. This was Rank Attack 3.0, okay? We would introduce bulk views that are going to be non-drop, high retention. Even 2 minutes views was okay. I tested it, it was actually okay. So that when the real traffic comes, and only when the real traffic comes, not before, what you're going to do then is you're going to start to inject those views as you've got your rankings. So at the same time the real traffic engagement signals kick in, you are supplementing them at the exact same time. Okay, it's a merger of real traffic, manipulated traffic, okay, where this one is holding up this one. If this one's got decent stats, you don't need to worry too much. This will just maintain it. If this one has got stats that are coming down, this will keep it up. Okay, so you've got that balance. You've got more of a balance at least. And that can basically, hopefully, hold you enough so that it kind of cements your rankings, okay? And it takes longer for your rankings to drop. And in between times, you can learn some things about perhaps why your content isn't working or why it is working. You can see what is converting, if you got any links or any call to actions and stuff like that, and you can learn from it, okay? That's what marketing is. We're learning from it all the time. Nothing is set in stone that you do it one time and it works every time. We have to learn, we have to test, we have to keep moving forward. That's just part of marketing. It's what we do. Anyway, so that's the bulk video views. That's what it's for, and that's when to use it. That is Rank Attack 3.0, essentially. There was some other parts in it as well. I even forgot what they were right off the top of my head, but I do have some slides already that I was going to do in some live sessions until StreamYard messed me about this morning, so I don't have confidence in that tool anymore. I need to find another tool that we can do that. Otherwise, we would just use webinars. Anyway, right, next tool, bulk embedded views. This is very, 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 very interesting. Here's the thing with this. This will watch videos, or it will find videos that are on Web 2.0 pages, on places like Quora, on places like Medium, on places like forums, right? That should immediately get some light bulbs flashing, okay? That should immediately get you thinking, we can use this. This could be really, really, really important, okay? Here's the thing with this. If we are getting views on Quora or Medium, for example, we're getting people watching the video from visiting those URLs first, then that's a positive engagement signal, okay? It will help to rank already established sites. It will help to rank those pages within those already established sites. We know that Quora ranks very, very well. We know that Medium ranks very, very well, okay? And we know there's a lot of traffic in Quora, okay? Here's the thing with Quora. You need to use the Quora Answers URL for this to work. I was trying it last night. It's a brand new tool. I've barely had time to run more than one campaign that works successfully. because I was doing the first one not correctly. You need to use the Quora Answers URL where you have got a video embedded in that Quora answer. Okay, you can go and find someone else's and test it, or you can just put an answer yourself with a video from you. So for example, AJ, for example, you can go and find about the CBD stuff, and you can go and find a question and go and answer that question by dropping a video. Okay, drop one of your blind bullet videos in there. Then get the URL for that specific answer and run it through this tool. Okay, what will happen though is that it will click through from that page to YouTube. Okay, we can make it work within that specific page on some sites, but not all sites. Only when they're using an iframe will it work like that. Okay, that's the only way that it will work like that. Otherwise, it has to click through and come into YouTube. So when we look at the settings in here, you will see that we're just putting in a URL for your video, and we're putting in a URL for your medium.com or Quora.com post. Okay, and you can choose how many views. Now, for this to work effectively, in my opinion, okay, everybody has got this. Everybody has got this tool, okay, but not everybody has got the play end screen videos. Okay, that's only for the full version, but I'm going to tell you how you can get this for free. Okay, stick with me. I'll tell you how you can get this for free. I will offer it as a bonus for a product launch coming up. You will notice that we're going to start to do product launches. We're going to start to offer over-the-top bonuses because I have a strategy I tried to explain in an email I sent out last night. Some people received it very well. Some people really hated it, surprisingly. Like, if I'm sharing some strategies like that, it's because I'm trying to educate you what's actually happening there, and showing you what's working. It's not showing off, okay? I shared the strategy. Why would I give top-heavy bonuses? What is the purpose of that? Why am I giving a $69 a year per product? $69 per year product, $67 per year product. Why am I giving that away for an $8 commission? Well, because I want to hit the leaderboard. Why do I want to hit the leaderboard? It's not a vanity thing. I couldn't give a crap about that. I rarely ever do launches. If it was vanity thing for me, I would do more launches than most of those guys that you see. I've got enough tools to do more launches than all of them put together, some of them. Like Cyril and Neil Napier and all, I can do as many, if not more, than some of those guys, okay? Those guys are doing new launches every single month. I can take just one tool from some of these and do launches. It's not a vanity thing. If it was a vanity thing, I'd be launching all the time. Like every 2 weeks, I would be launching. We would have enough tools. Here's what we are doing now. We are doing private promotions. We are doing webinars. We are doing promotions where the tools are higher value. If I give away Ad Blaster D-Day for that's a $69 per year tool for an $8 commission, well, guess what? We have a back end there. People still need the tag grabbers, still need the chip placement tool. All right. There's still got other upsells there that we can upsell. But more importantly, if I go and hit that leaderboard, right, you start to see these affiliates come out, or these product creators come out. They've got a product launch. They want my traffic. Okay. When they want my traffic, they will come and talk to me. That gives me the opportunity for them chasing me, not the other way around. And for them to know that they want my traffic because I've already proven to them something, so that I can say to them, I only do private promotions. I will do reciprocation for you, but I can give you a 5-figure promotion if you follow my strategy for doing so. And I can get them into the private promotions game away from emailing every single day in Warrior Plus and JVZoo for $8 commissions. Okay, I can actually take them from there to there and make them see a new, different way to do this, because all the people that have been around for a long time, that's what a lot of us do. Okay, people like Chris Munch, do you see him promoting on Warrior Plus? Very rarely. Okay, but what they are all doing, all these guys, is private promotions, because you can do an email promotion for 4 or 5 days when you have an email list for these products, and you can be selling stuff like $197, $497, and you can be making $10,000, $11,000, $13,000 in commissions. That's the game I was playing. Okay, so giving away the $69 doesn't matter. It's in the scheme of things. If I pick up just two people that can do 5-figure promotions, hey, I've made my money back. And here's the other thing about that. Okay, These tools have been sitting there, and this, I'm giving them to my existing audience. They stopped buying. They're not buying them anymore. They're sitting there kind of dormant and getting some kind of digital dust, not being used. All I did is I'm squeezing more from it, from my existing audience, for the purpose of getting a new audience in. It's a strategy, okay? So if you get upset with me sharing that kind of stuff, you really need to take a step back and think, why am I doing what I'm doing? Ask yourself this, because if you're into marketing, you want to learn strategies, you want to learn what's working, you want to think, why is he doing that? Ask the questions, but be open-minded. And, you know, don't blame other people if you're not getting the success that you feel that you deserve right now. Learn from it. Learn from people who are willing to teach you for free. I could go and teach that strategy for $5,000 on a webinar. I'm not. I'm giving it away because I need to try and explain to people so that they can see and they can get inspired. I want to be teaching affiliate marketing stuff, not just SEO stuff. I want to be teaching affiliate. That's what I actually do every single day, more than I do SEO. I create new SEO strategies all the time. That will never stop. But I do affiliate marketing. That's what I do. That's what I want to teach. That's what I'm good at. Okay, so don't get upset with that kind of stuff. Anyway, come back to this. Right, rant over. Okay, so here's the thing with this. This is very, very good, but we need to do one more thing. Okay, we got the end screen video views only for the people who have got the full version. I will give you a way that you can get this for free just by putting it with a product launch. It might be $17 front end or $30. I don't even know what that product launch is going to be yet. It will be one quite soon because I want to get this in as many people's hands as possible. Okay, here's the thing with this. We're going to build a CTR version of this. Okay, I don't know if it will be a separate tool or it will be optional. We want to have a CTR version. Okay, it might not be possible for us to do a CTR version that will find the video and watch the video, but we will try. If not, it will be a CTR version in the same mold as the blog browser, where we can tell it to go and spend 5 minutes on the page and then bounce off and come out. Okay, best to do 2 minutes on the page. That is proven to be a reasonable sort of dwell time on a web page. So if you go over to medium.com, for example, you know that it ranks. You know that you can use medium.com or Quora to be able to drive traffic. Then what you can do is you can just go into your medium.com post with the software, spend 2 minutes and come out, and then do it again and come out and do it again. And you just run it like that. Again, we can use the campaign swaps. It's really, really, really important that we learn to use that. And nobody's really using it. I've seen 2 people saying, okay, who wants to swap? And nobody's swapping. We need to be swapping. Okay, it works. All you do is just import the campaign and click start. That's it. You do the campaign settings, you give it to someone else so that it's ready when they import the campaign, they click start. It's not hard, okay? And you can just run this, and you're going to get more from your proxies. Right now, if you've got 25 proxies, really you cannot do more than say 2 views. I used to say 4 or 5 views. You might get away with that. I don't even test that anymore. I don't even try my luck with that anymore. So if you're getting maximum two views per proxy, that gets expensive, right? But we have a very, very high success rate with squid proxies. So I want to keep using them. If other people will do the campaign swapping, you're maximizing your proxies. So your 25 proxies are good for 50 views, but if you share it with 3 out of 4 other people, it's good for 200, 250 views. Knowing that your CTR clicks in combination with your video views, you don't need a huge amount to be able to kickstart your campaigns. That's more than enough. Probably even for really competitive keywords, it's worth testing. I can't say for sure until we test it. But if you've got those amounts of different proxies all working in the same way, then it's okay. Okay. What you want to do first, though, is you want to kickstart the campaign yourself with your own campaign. Okay. And then you can supplement it with some extra video views. At that point, you might want to just leave it for 3 or 4 days and then do a campaign swap. So you're just bursting with high retention views, maybe 200, 300 at a time. That's how I would see that happening. That's going into Rank Attack 4.0 when we start to use that with getting the clicks coming from other websites like Medium, like Quora. The idea for the 4.0 version of Rank Attack was that we would go and do this from page 1 ranking content. We can make page one ranking content with medium.com easy. We can find page one ranking content with Quora.com easily. We can find page one ranking content from forums like Warrior Forum easily. Okay, you will find Warrior Forum ranks really, really, really well. Okay, they even have a blog section. You can even set up your own blog there. Okay, you can embed videos there. You can do a lot in the Warrior Forum. Okay, and it ranks easy. But the thing is that if we're getting rankings from page one ranking content that is related to your topic, that is powerful. That's going into Rank Attack 4.0. Okay, and then there's the playlist that we can do as well, which is going into Rank Attack 4.0 as well. That's the kind of direction we're going with that. Because if we say, for example, we have identified 3 or 4 different keywords that we really want to rank for, well, we know how to optimize the headline so that we can rank for multiple keywords. We broad match optimize it. We make sure that every word from those 4 keywords that we want to rank for those keyword phrases we want to rank for, we make sure every word in those are in the title. Okay, I've covered that multiple times. If you want to see a video of that, I will put a link if you ask me into the Facebook group. Okay, I'm sure there's many instances where I've taught that, where you can probably just find it on YouTube. Broad match optimizing your title. It's easy to do. All you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you've got these words. So for example, this here, let me just close this. Okay, we've got 35 YouTube SEO tips that work, SEO checklist tool 2021. Okay, we could have here like YouTube SEO tool 2021. It's not exact match, but all of those words are in this title. Okay, or we could have YouTube SEO checklist. It's not exact match, but it's in the title. We can use that within the VidAttack Alpha campaigns. That's how we can rank for multiple keywords. So what you're going to do is you're going to identify your keywords and you're going to create a headline like this. This is kind of long to begin with. You've got 100 characters here. Okay, and you can bring it down later to make it more friendlier kind of headline later once you've kickstarted your campaign. That's how you do that. Okay, so what we will do, I don't know yet because it's a brand new tool for this bulk embedded views. So I don't know if we're able to do the CTR clicks to medium.com, for example, and watch a video all at one time in one campaign. I'm hoping that's what we can do. If that's what we can do, that's what we will do. If we cannot do that, if we cannot make that happen, then we will just have a separate tool that looks like this. Okay, but it's not going to be doing bulk embedded views. It will be doing bulk blog browsing, for example, or bulk web 2 browsing or something. I don't know what we will call it. It will be something like that, but it's based on this. Now, I run this last night on another computer. I only use this computer when I'm doing videos and webinars and stuff like that. I don't use it for anything else. It's an old gaming laptop I've got here, so it's got some good resources for when we're doing webinars and stuff, but I need to clean it out a bit. So I run this specific video here. I did 40 or 50 views. I think it was about 40 views, and it runs perfectly. It just runs perfectly. All you have to do is you're going to come in here, give it your project a name, put the video URL, and where it says Quora URLs, you can do this with medium.com as well. Okay, you can do this with, you can test it for other websites as well, and then you're going to choose the count to increase, and then set your retention time. Now, I don't always recommend to use the play end screen video. Okay, you could do that for some part of it. You could also do some part like this, where you can actually bring this down, say 65 to 76%. Okay, because these are kind of real number, more realistic numbers. In fact, more realistic numbers would be something like this. A lot of people just bounce off videos really early. So what you want to do is probably keep it over 50%, but you don't have to go all the way up to 100%. Okay, if you're doing like 50 to 75, you're probably okay, or 57 or 56 to 75, you're probably okay there. Okay, because we're doing it in bulk. Right, now if your video is like 8 minutes long, you've got to expect you're going to be running these video views for 4 minutes. If you got videos like 4 or 5 minutes, or if you got these blind bullet videos, you can run 90 to 100% for blind bullet videos. That's okay, because they're usually about 1 to 2 minutes or 90 seconds or something. But if you got a tutorial video like this, you know, it's going to be hard because it's already got 34 minutes. So you need to be aware that, you know, you need to keep running this either on a VPS, a virtual private server, or on a spare computer, and just leave it running. Okay. I don't know if you'll find some people to do a campaign swap for longer videos. You can ask. I'm doubtful. So this strategy is better used when you are using shorter videos. But there's a strategy within a strategy there, because you can use these videos. You can use a whole bunch of them like a video series, and you can optimize for video series, like the guy from the Passive Income Ladder does, Paul Murphy. What he does, he puts video series and puts all the links for every video in that series that is promoting one affiliate product in the description of every single one of those videos in the series. Now we have a tool for that automates that. Okay, it's very easy to update with that tool as well. Okay, so what you can do then is you can do shorter videos, almost like the affiliate spoke that I mentioned before, only you're doing this for one affiliate promotion. And instead of recommending other products, what you're doing is you're going into some keyword tools, or you're looking at the most popular tags being used, and you're basing your videos around that. So you might say, for example, ClickFunnels. You know that people are asking questions about ClickFunnels pricing, about ClickFunnels 14-day trial. They're asking about ClickFunnels versus Cartwheel. They're asking about ClickFunnels versus growth pages. Okay, you can do small videos for each. Okay, and you can have that created, and you can have them link into a longer video. And so those shorter videos, you put one link in the description, what is the link to the other video, and plus you have that as the end screen. Then you're going to be using the end screen video viewer if you want to do it like that. Or if you just want to put a link in the description, it will work. It will work in the same way that Rank Attack works for web pages, where you can just run like 50 to 75%. And those multiple small shorter videos all link into a proper affiliate video, whether it's an unboxing video, or whether it's like a demo video, or how to use tools. People love to know how to use tools. They just got VidAttack Alpha. How have you got good strategies with VidAttack Alpha? Show me. I had a couple of guys who were running a Facebook group for me before, who started a membership. I emailed for them and helped to get them set up. And they were just basically teaching strategies using the Alpha SEO tools. I didn't agree with the strategies a lot of the time. They were spamming a lot, but it worked for them. They start to build an audience. And I think it's still working for them today for other tools as well. Just a shame they kind of let me down in the end, but that's life. But here's the thing with this: we can take these kind of strategies and we can expand on these kind of strategies, and we can experiment with these kind of strategies kind of easily, because the tools make it very, you know, it's like 1 or 2 clicks to be able to set this up. It's not hard. It's not hard to do. It's really, really, really easy to do. So for this, we don't have anything like keywords at the moment, but when we have the CTR click version, we will be looking for keywords to find the content on the search engines. We will be using Google search engine, Bing search engine, Yahoo search engine, okay? And we can go and find like medium.com, Quora.com. I like this very, very much, okay? This is good for Medium, this is good for forums, and this is good for Quora. If that's the only 3 that we got, is really powerful. Why? Because we can get traffic from them. Okay, there's a lot of traffic there as well. If you're getting a lot of hits on these forums, then the hit count keeps going up. When you start to do campaign swaps and the other people are doing it for you, the hit count keeps going up. It keeps those posts relevant, okay, within the forums. That's one thing. So you can get a lot of traffic from that. There's a shitload of traffic in the Warrior Forum. There's a shitload of traffic on Black Hat sites, Black Hat forums. There's a lot of traffic to be found, okay? If you just think about it like that, then you will basically create some content that will, you can even do it hands-free. We've got a service called Content Sim. It costs $17.50 right now. It's still too cheap. It should be $37 or $47, but I haven't put the price up yet. Okay, and he will actually go and post into, he will make a medium.com post. He will make some Quora answers with video if you want them to. Okay, he will go and post in some forum, okay, 20 different sites in total. And then you can run this. Then you have your spoke. You see what I mean? You have your spoke there happening with the web too. It's the same thing, okay? Clicking through from all these different websites, coming through to that one video. It's the same principle, just not within YouTube ecosystem. It comes into YouTube from all these other places, which it has to be some kind of good engagement signal for YouTube, because people, and you know, YouTube want people to come into YouTube. If you're bringing people from Bing, from Yahoo, from Medium, from Quora into YouTube, then as far as they're concerned, that's extra people that can see their advertising. That's how they make the money, okay? So that's how that works. Okay, so what we can do with this, I'll just click on save here. And I will run this. We can just run this now. I think I did 14 views. And always make sure your proxies are working before you do this, okay? Just make sure your proxies are working. What I do with I've got 25, I just repeat them multiple times, okay? Oh, wait a minute. I think I haven't got let's just stop that. I need the web browser to be showing. And I'm choosing this video because it worked last night and it's a shorter video. It's only a 2 minute 40 seconds video or something like that. So all I want to do is just let it kickstart and you can see how it works. And the same thing is with the bulk video views, it's just happening directly. Okay, so it's open medium.com page. Now you can see the resources in my computer are not kicked in here yet. So we're waiting for this to load up, okay? Scroll up and down the page. That we do that normally anyway. Anyway, we try to mimic the human behavior. And then it clicks through, comes into youtube.com. And it will start to view. Absolutely fantastic information out there. Okay, so that's basically how it works. Now have a look at the suggested video stuff over here. Okay, this guy, Brian Dean, learn from him. He's got a lot of very, very, very good tips. He gets 2 times the traffic from suggested video than what he gets from YouTube search. And he gets a lot of views. Look at that, 466,000. Brian's got videos that have got more than 1 million views teaching SEO stuff, views for SEO. That's how big it is. So you can see this is working all well. And that's how we can increase your video views using third-party websites. So you got some referring websites happening there. Okay, so what you can do is you can test the proxies with other proxies, but you have to expect that you're going to get some kind of failure rate, and it's not comparable to Squid. Squid works more or less perfectly every time. With rotating proxies, you're going to find you've got a high drop rate, even as much as 60%. But it is a numbers game, okay? And keep your video short. But I've given you about 4 or 5 different strategies that you can use in here with that one thing, okay? So that's the 2 tools that we've added into VidAttack Alpha. Now, we will be doing some promotions, and we are building some tools specifically for those promotions, because this one that we just come off of, number 1 in the contest, that's not the important thing, more than I get attention from people who have got reasonably relevant and large email lists, and I'm getting to talk to them on Skype and on Facebook, and I'm talking to them about getting some private promotions for my tools. So we can sell tools like Lead Blaster with the Android version and put it in a bundle and all that kind of stuff. And I can start to bring a lot more people into my audience for that purpose, okay? But we're not selling the sort of main tools and the main products too cheaply, okay? So it's okay to do that kind of thing. If you have got some products, then go ahead and do it, okay? If you haven't, get a couple built. It's not hard to even go and get WordPress plugins built on Fiverr.com The last time I did that, it cost me $50 on Fiverr.com. Okay. And what we did then is we created a plugin that had 6 different variations of how to optimize for the feature snippets. They were templates. You just fill in the blanks in those templates. It cost me $50 to get done. Okay, so you can find a reason. And if you're building your list, build your list with Lead Blaster so that it works on autopilot for you. Okay, if you've got traffic funnels working for you, you will get page 1 rankings. You will start to get traffic. You will get traffic from the Chrome store. You will get traffic from the Contents In campaigns. You can get traffic from Quora.com, from Medium. All of that's in the Contents In campaigns. Okay, you can get traffic from the referral marketing. If you do your case study and you just follow what we're doing there, what we recommend there, so that when your email list comes in, they know they've got a fantastic checklist, which is actually a tool, a content tool, and they can use it. Okay, it's something they can use, something they want more of. Okay, offer them a case study. Okay, that's what we suggest. Offer them a case study. Put your case study in 2 parts. Make that your autoresponder sequence. Just leave it at 2 emails to begin with. Then it's not so daunting to do. Okay, but that effort you put in there, you can use that same case study for multiple checklists that you do in the future. You don't have to create a brand new one for every single campaign that you do. So you can have that same case study going out to everybody who comes in. All right, so here, just get rid of this. Okay, I'm going to stop this. Actually, I'll just have to come in. If you want to stop this at any time, what you need to do is you need to come in and click on here, stop. But I'll wait until it goes around a little bit, and I will stop it from here. So yeah, I forgot what I was talking about when that popped up. What were we talking about? Oh, it's gone. Okay, so anyway, I hope you got the point I was making, whatever it was I was talking about. So yeah, 2 fantastic tools. Like, here's the thing with these. We will make them better. Oh yeah, I was talking about bonuses. So the bonuses is going to be that we will give the end screen video viewer for anybody who hasn't got that version. And the bonuses will be that we will give this CTR click of the bulk embed views. If we can do it all in one, that's 2 different versions of it. There will be 2 different license keys for them. The one that everybody has got right now, everybody, absolutely everybody has got this version of the bulk embed and the bulk video views. Okay, everybody has that, but they don't all have the end screen. So that's a different license key that you need. So we will offer that as a bonus. Okay, and if you buy an upsell, whatever we decide for that particular launch that we're going to be promoting, then we will do the same thing again. We will offer, you can get the CTR clicks version if you buy the OTO1 or something like that. Again, I'm doing it for the purpose of getting on the radar of these big guys. Okay, so we will start to do this on a regular basis. We are already planning new tools just for bonuses. Not all within tools like VidAttack Alpha. These were obvious ones because these are tools I wanted to build for quite a long time. So I'm getting a double win here because I can make affiliate commissions, I can win contests, I can get people to talk to me about doing private promotions. At the same time, I can get these tools built in that I've been wanting to get built for a long time. Okay, when the coder is motivated because he's getting half of the affiliate commissions, then he's more likely to do the stuff that needs to be done. And that's basically how it's all working, so that we can go and build some fantastic bonus tools. And the next one has to be the Google, the Gmail ads tool. That is going to be the next one after this. Okay, so I'm being kind of delayed with that for no particular reason, except for we didn't know how to go and try and get the API, and we still don't know, but we'll just have to build it the same way that we did with the YouTube ads day campaign thing. And so it's going to be browser control to begin with, at least until we can go and get that Google API for developers so that we can build a web application version of Ad Blaster, which would be really cool. Imagine having a web application of Ad Blaster where we got like 10 or 20 PPC recipes all automated that you just have to basically fill in your ad copy and choose, set your budget and click start. That's where we're going with that. That's hopefully where we're going. So if anybody has any information about getting the Google Advertisers API developers thing, let me know, because we want to build that. I want to get that done so that we can build it. So that's it. If you've got any questions, you can ask in the Facebook group. Okay, we've got the campaign group. I think keep the VidAttack Alpha stuff for that campaign swaps group. Okay, if we keep that group active, then when somebody has a campaign swap to put in there, then more people are going to see it. You can bump it anytime as well. Okay, I'm not bothered how many times you're bumping it, as long as people are responding to it, and as long as it keeps the group active. If the group is active, that's great. But it's not a support desk. Don't forget, it's not a support desk. You can contact the support via support desk, and usually we will have it checked multiple times a day. Okay. Tanya had some time off. I didn't know she was taking some time off. That's another story, but she's back. So thankfully we're back to normal again. So anything that we were delayed with the traffic funnels campaigns, well, two things that happen now. One, I've recruited some more people to train who will run these so that we can do them faster. And secondly, we got Tanya back as well. So that will basically, we're in a stronger position going forward, although I didn't appreciate the stress in between in the last few days, but my apologies, and we'll catch up. Okay, so nothing is lost, and we'll probably bonus you some extra stuff as well. Just let us catch up with the existing work, and then I can think about it. I will give you something extra if you have been waiting for those traffic funnels campaigns, and they will continue, but they won't be at the same price. They will be higher price. That is one of the things I want to sell on the webinar for as much as $297 and $497, and I've got 3 affiliates really interested in that, because when I tell them what it is, they are excited. They want to know more. Okay, so they think they can sell it to the audience. That's the direction we're going with that. So now you can see why we give away these bonuses, because on the other side is actually, might be like $297 recurring every month from some of those customers. You can see where we're going as a business that way. That's why. So when I'm sharing that kind of information, learn from it, because you can do from a standing start what I've just told you. You can do from a standing start those affiliate campaigns exactly as I've told you. I've even told you where you can get plugins done for $50 so that you can start to build your email list. Put that together with your lead magnets. Give people a WordPress plugin if they're going to do refer 3 other people to come into your email list. There's multiple things you can do. It's just about taking action. About taking action with stuff that actually works. Okay, what actually works? Building your list. The money is in the list. It always has been. It always will be. Okay, that's where all these people that are selling these $17 courses and $17 softwares that should be a lot higher, that's what they're doing. They're just building the email list. They're getting the email list fresh so that they can email them promotions. That's how they make the money. Okay, a lot of them are one-trick ponies though, and I know that because I used to be one. That's why I'm trying to get them to come to me, and I can introduce them to another way, a better way, where they can actually not make $200 on a promotion on Monday, then $250 on a Tuesday, then $120 on a Wednesday, because they keep burning the list, emailing every single day a different product. But instead, email this for 4 or 5 days, stand by your promotion, give a really good bonus. Here's how you set it up, and then go and watch. You're going to make like $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 commissions, and you're not burning your list. Okay, so if you're in that kind of situation, if you've got an email list and you're doing that every day, I used to do that. I used to do that a lot. You have to do another launch to replenish your list. You're missing a trick. You're missing a major, major, major trick, because you can make a lot more money by doing the private promotions. That's what this is all about. Okay, so anyway, take these kind of lessons on board if you're into affiliate marketing. If you want to learn more about that, install my Chrome extension for the 99 affiliate marketing tips, okay? Because that list is going to get training specifically for that kind of stuff. And it does relate to this as well. I can use this for affiliate marketing. I can use this for getting my checklist for affiliate marketing at the top of Google, so that when people are coming in there, I'm able to take them through a funnel that basically teaches them stuff about affiliate marketing. Maybe I will have an affiliate marketing course. I've got tons of those strategies. Tons of them, absolutely tons of them. I've been doing this for a long time. I teach the SEO stuff. I don't get to teach that stuff. I like to teach that stuff. That stuff is what I do every day, and I'm actually quite good at it with a lot of the strategy stuff. So anyway, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to be teaching, but it still involves this stuff, okay? The SEO stuff won't go away. I did try to leave it behind before, but you can't leave behind what's kind of built into you. So I kind of made my peace with it, and you know, the SEO stuff has got better since I made my peace with it, and we start to make even better tools and better strategies since then. So that will continue. But affiliate marketing is, we need to make money at the end of it. So whether you want to do, you know, for local marketing, or whether you want to do it for affiliate marketing, or you want to do it for e-com, whatever, you will still find some nuggets that you can probably use in any niche anyway with some of the stuff that I teach for the affiliate marketing stuff and for the SEO stuff. Anyway, that's it, guys. Sorry I couldn't do that live stream before. I don't know why. And when we tried the second one, we couldn't get the audio working. So hopefully this one turned out okay. I'll find out soon enough. Anyway, thanks for watching.